How many times do you sit down and you're like, I'm gonna write my Facebook, Instagram post for my restaurant clients. I got my coffee, I'm ready to go. 5 minutes later, you're like, I don't know what to write. I don't have the time for this. I don't have the creative juices. Does that sound familiar? You know, I know it happened to me lots of times. Well, a few months ago, there was a program that came out from OpenAI called ChatGPT. If you haven't heard of this, you need to get on the train. And so in this training, I'm going to teach you how to turn ChatGPT into your personal restaurant marketing VA. If you don't, because in 5 minutes, you're going to be able to turn all of this in with the help of your ChatGPT robot. All right, I'm going to show you how to do that today. If you don't know me, my name's Court from the Restaurant Marketing University. You've probably seen my stuff on YouTube. If not, go check it out. During this training, I'm going to share with you how to save time, stress, and money by using ChatGPT as your personal VA. I'm going to then teach you how to generate content personalized for each restaurant, leveraging the power of ChatGPT. I'm going to walk you through step by step, and then how to avoid common pitfalls that I see people making all the time with ChatGPT. If you're interested in the Restaurant Marketing University, we have information coming up about that where you could get even more ChatGPT strategies, including in our workshop. Now, I am not pretending to be a coder or an AI expert, not at all right? But this is incredible. It's a game changer for all industries, from lawyers to doctors to marketers, everything in between. It's a game changer what it can do. So GPT, if you're like, what does GPT stand for? Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Okay, easy, right? Well, here's what it is. It generates stuff, but you have to train it first. And so what's really cool about ChatGPT, it's kind of just like talking to someone. It's kind of weird. The other day, I was like sitting there and just having a whole conversation with it. You can ask it, what questions do you have about what I just told you? And the more you tell it, the better it gets. It was only released a few months ago. This is spring 2023 right now. It only took 1 week to get to 1 million users of ChatGPT. So let that sink in. For context, it took Instagram a month and a half to get to 1 million users, all right? That's how popular and incredible this is taken off. Now, it's free to use, but there is a paid version that's $20 a month. It's faster. They say it has less downtime. There are times you get on ChatGPT, especially in the middle of the day, and it says we're down or we're at capacity. So they're saying that this gets you faster responses. Google and Bing are releasing their own coming up, and that's going to be really exciting. Google's changed forever, okay? Google is no longer going to be type in and then it spits up a bunch of pages. You're going to type something in and it's going to give you the answer. Now, there's a lot of questions around that about accuracy, bias, a lot of questions there, but you know, it's going to be a major disruptor. So here's how it works. Again, you just imagine you're talking to someone. So imagine you have a VA, you know, and you're just like messaging with them. Imagine you're in Slack, but instead of like sending, okay, I want you to create this, and then a few hours later or a few days later, they send it back to you and you have to proofread. You say, hey, make me this, and boom, within 30 seconds, it's generated everything that would have taken a couple of days. And then you can go back and edit it. It's amazing. So then you just say, okay, I want you to generate or create whatever. Any kind of, I like to use these power verbs, generate, create, suggest, to use it. Include as many details and be as specific as possible. I always say that if you put poop into ChatGPT, you're going to get poop out. But if you put diamonds and really good stuff into it, you're going to get even better stuff out of it. All right. So think about that. And then once you do that, you hit enter and watch the magic happen. So I'm going to break down and share with you exactly how it works right now. Let's dive in. So this is ChatGPT. This is what it looks like. It's free to sign up. Go to chat.openai.com. You can sign up for ChatGPT. They did just release a plus version. And on this plus version, it's $20 a month. And I'll be honest, during the day, it is very high demand. There's sometimes where it's down. If that happens, just hit refresh. But I applied for this and they put an application in to get it. So hopefully they approve that. But it says faster, more reliable and everything. So I think it's highly worth it. So when you're in ChatGPT, you just have a conversation with it. Think of it like you're talking to a person, like a VA, and through Messenger or through Slack or something, and you're just talking to them and asking them to do something. And rather than it taking a couple days to do a task, it can take you a couple seconds. So let's check this out. So let's imagine you're a pizza restaurant, or you're promoting a pizza restaurant, and you're gonna do a pizza and a brewery special. Let's say a beer special. Slice of New York pizza for, let's say, $7. So look at these examples. It came up with some really creative ideas that we can use, all right? And we could dial in and come up with even more. Now, what's really cool about ChatGPT is that it remembers what you talked about earlier in the conversation or the chat. If you look over here, as you do more, when you click new chat, that becomes like almost a new discussion, a new chat about something else. So for each of these chats, you can make it, make another one about, a burger place that you're working with or whatever. Okay. So each chat is its own. And so watch this. It remembers up above, and I'm going to say, craft beer pint. I'm not a craft beer person, for $7, 3 to 6 p.m. only, because it's the happy hour. Let's see what it comes up with here. So check this out. I mean, it came up with a pretty good explanation of what it is. I mean, we just put in a little bit of information, and look at what this great thing it spit out. Okay, come on in, grab a seat at the bar. And so now we could use that on our emails, on our social media. We could use that, but let's get a little bit more creative. Now I'm gonna say, all right, create 3 Instagram captions for the special, include Kansas City and pizza and beer specific hashtags and emojis. All right. So it doesn't have to be perfect writing what you do, but now we've taken this idea of, the special, and now look at this. It's just created 3 Instagram captions in seconds that we can use. And what's really cool is that it knows, I don't know how, that Kansas City Eats is a popular hashtag, okay, for Kansas City. Kansas City foodie. So, I mean, pretty good. So now I'm going to say, all right, we're going to promote the special that kicks off next Thursday. Create 3 emails promoting the special. Okay. 1, go out a week before announcing it kicks off next Thursday. I'm just going to pick a date, March 2nd. Okay. 1 email goes out the day before, don't forget. And 1 email the day of, I'll say last call. You can do it lots of different ways. But so what it's going to do is it's going to say, okay, I've taken this information I knew from before, and I'm going to spit out 3 different emails. Okay. And you can see it's labeling it right here. And what's really cool, it comes up with great subject lines also. Another thing you can do is ask it to generate even more subject lines. All right. There's lots more cool things you can do. I mean, what we've been talking about today has barely scratched the surface of the possibilities of what we're doing for restaurants. So right here, you can see what it's done. Let's check out how it finishes up here. I mean, it's come up with 3 emails, subject lines, everything we need. So now I said create 3 table tent wording. These will go on table tents, reminding people about the special. And I said use bullet points because it'll know to spit in, put in bullet points. And so right here, imagine taking this into Canva And you could pick a table tent template in Canva. Use this as the hook. Here are your bullet points that you could have underneath that. Call to action. So easy. If you're interested in learning more, we've got even more in the Restaurant Marketing University. Stay tuned for enrollment information coming up here in a second. What questions you have, drop it in the comments. I would love to answer any questions you have. Now, there are some common pitfalls that people are making with ChatGPT that I keep seeing people make all the time, and you need to be aware of. Number one is sounding human. All right, now, it's a robot, and if you're not paying attention to schools, English teachers, I'm an old English teacher, are freaking out about this because people are calling it like the new calculator, but for English. Because students could type in, write me an essay about Fahrenheit 451, include these quotes, blah, 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 and it'll spit it out for you. And it's not plagiarism because, someone else didn't technically write it for you. You put stuff in, but it's going to bring up a lot of questions in English classes, as you can imagine. But as you're writing, make sure you're sounding human. What's really cool, again, is you can ask it to rewrite. So you can say, make it funnier, make it more clever, make it more serious, all right? You can make it better, but you got to be careful and make sure it's human. Be specific. The more information, the more details you give it, the better, all right? So get into that practice of training it, giving it lots of information, all right? You can include dates or websites or specific hashtags you want to use. It will know that and it will start integrating it. Proofread, proofread, proofread. Do not just copy and paste. I've seen spelling errors. I've seen factual errors. It is really good with grammar and punctuation, probably better than me in lots of ways. You can still run it through Grammarly and it will find some mistakes, but it's pretty darn good. But you still need to proofread it. I found mistakes that it's made. All right, so make sure you're doing that. And then think about ChatGPT as a starting point. It's just a starting point. When I'm sitting down to write, emails for a restaurant that we're working with or posts or whatever, I use it as inspiration, as a starting point, all right? Then you build on it. You use your expertise as a marketer to help build it even more. So it can't totally replace you because you've got to use your expertise and your ideas, but it's a starting place. It's a starting place that you can work from every single time. So comment below. Love to know what ideas you have for using ChatGPT for restaurant marketing. So the possibilities are endless. This is going to explode. If you're not using ChatGPT with your clients, you need to start using it right now. All right, and we're talking more about it in our workshop. We have a private workshop, Advanced ChatGPT for Restaurant Marketing Strategies. It's $47 one time, and you can learn more at rmu-chatgpt.com. You're going to learn how to create Instagram, emails, all of those things, and make it sound even more human. I'm going to show you even more tips and tricks than we had time to get to today. We didn't have time to get to very much. Then I'm going to show you how to generate an entire calendar right inside of Google Sheets. So you don't have to use ChatGPT. You're going to use right inside of Google Sheets with ChatGPT. Boom, it's created. And now they're in a sheet, and you can copy and paste it into your scheduling software. I'll show you how to do that. How to generate 52 eye-catching Canva graphics. This will blow your mind because you're going to instantly be able to create tons of graphics in Canva faster and better than ever before. And then how to build a customized marketing plan to get butts in seats with ChatGPT. So it's all stored here where you can go back and watch it later at your own time, at your own pace. Currently, we have over 5 hours of training, but we've got even more coming. We keep adding to it all the time. You'll have access to all this. Then you'll also be able to get our 365 content generator. This is exclusive to us. We built this from the ground up where you can generate all of your content right there inside of Google Sheets. Do it for every single month so you'll be able to spit out all your content very fast, all right? I'm also doing a special where if you join by Sunday at 11:59 p.m., you'll be able to get 1 month free access to the Restaurant Marketing University. What is that, you say, Court? Well, we've got tons tons of trainings on how to start, grow, and expand your restaurant marketing agency. So how to create TikToks and Reels for restaurants. We have multiple trainings about that. Most of these are an hour long. How to run restaurant giveaways, step-by-step directions. How to pitch a subscription VIP club, step-by-step. This is just the start. There are over 50 hours of trainings in here. We do weekly coaching calls, live coaching calls, Mondays at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is a recent coaching call. If you're not following Corey's in our coaching program. Eat Good Local is his page. He came on, he had some questions the other day. He wanted some feedback on the videos that he's doing. Go check him out. Highly encourage you. He's being a rock star with what he's learning in the coaching program right now. We also have a private Facebook group where you're going to be able to collaborate and work together with people just like you in the same spot in their journey as you, so you can work together and move forward. In this group, you're going to get lots of training, lots of questions and help. So all those trainings, so you can get the help and support you need, ask questions during our coaching calls, and our private Facebook group where you can collaborate. It's only $47. remu-chatgpt.com. You'll get a 1 month free in the Restaurant Marketing University. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you soon.